Hey guys, welcome to episode 45.
Welcome.
As always, my name is Matt.
Matt, as always.
There's Brendan, my co-host.
Hi.
Hi, Brendan.
How you doing?
There's producer Moo, mooing around,
Just
Moo.
doing
living
moo
his
things.
best cow life,
Camera.
as always.
He's out here. You know what he's probably doing?
What's
I
he
hope
doing?
he. Hey Moo.
Yup.
What'd you do this week? Would you say that you grazed on greener pastures?
I grazed on greener pastures. I started the math portion of my kids' kindergarten adventure.
That's cool. That's cool. Hey
Yeah.
Mount, I heard you went to and saw a movie.
I did.
Which one?
What did you see?
Yeah, is this the one that got lost into the ether?
I'm redoing the entire thing because we, you know what we did? We came up with all this great content that is important for continuing the main storyline
Yes,
of this season, and it's all
Yeah.
lost.
it's gone.
It's gone. I have
It's
to
gone.
redo this.
It's
You don't
gone.
need to
We have
redo it.
No, because no one's gonna get any of the references.
Nope.
That's
So I
fine.
can't.
Because-
I can't just continue on.
Well,
They need to know that producer Moo
Look,
fucked up and didn't
they-
hit record.
look,
They know
you
that.
ruined. You had like the perfect ERA. You were pitching a no hitter. Always hit and record on our episodes, but last week, producer Moo just forgot to hit record.
It could have been any other episode,
Well, we
but
didn't.
this one had the most story building.
It did.
Kinda. We didn't. Well, actually, yeah, we did. We kind of named the whole community
We-
and
we did-
everything.
We
It
did
was
a lot.
We did a lot.
a lot.
We did a lot, and then just never hit
It's
record. So
true.
we were just.
So here's
talking
what
to
we're gonna
ourselves.
hit. Here's what we're gonna
I s-
hit.
I saw
Here's
that
the important
image.
We got to cover movie talk again.
Again.
We got to
Okay.
cover Brennan's wife making him a new hand appendage.
Oh, and I'm playing classic.
See, good.
rock
You
right
forgot.
Yeah, I forgot.
Good.
Hand
Let's start with the
appendage?
Oh
movie.
wait, I remember. I remember the gist of what it was.
Yes.
Now that you mentioned it,
Yeah. And then I forgot. There might have been some other important stuff, but we'll figure it out.
something about raptor claws.
Yeah.
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 What if Santa Claus was just raptor claws? It's just a raptor that came down your chimney wearing a big red hat with a white ball on the top and
That sounds
delivering
like
presents under your
a
tree.
substitute for Krampus,
Yeah, but like raptor. Oh, dude,
right?
this has to be a movie now.
Write that down.
If
Someone write-
if Velocipaster could be a movie, Raptor Claws could be a movie.
This is part of the family heritage. We don't celebrate Christmas on the compound. We celebrate Raptor Claus.
We just celebrate. It's not really a
So if you've been
holiday.
bad all
We just
year-
celebrate his existence.
If you're bad all year, that Raptor Claus getting you,
Yeah,
cutting you open.
he doesn't deliver presents. He just
You're
eats your
bleed out.
family. Just tears your family apart, leaving a bloody
Yeah.
mess behind.
Nah, I just fixed our audio. Apparently, we weren't talking to people.
What the fuck?
That's okay, but we're recording, so we
Moo,
have all this for later.
Well, I know
I
we're recording,
swear,
but
I swear.
This
I
guy's
just fixed it.
he's trying to break us.
Brendan, you're watching the stream. You could have
Mountain,
told
he's trying to
me.
break us. He's
Do you have
turning into
do you have the music going? Did you do that?
I did turn the. That was how I realized
Okay.
it. Is
That
I
was how
could
you
hear the
realized it?
music, but not the stream.
he's
Okay.
turned
So
into,
we were. We just were basically rocking out to Roxanne.
he's turned into a villain.
All right, yeah. Moo is really going to the dark side the last few
Producer
episodes.
Moo's villain arc.
It's begun.
This is
It didn't
rough.
take long.
This
Can I
is
be an
rough.
anti-hero?
You have to be
No.
a hero to be an anti.
Yeah, you gotta be exactly.
Well, I saved the day. I fixed it.
Dude, this is like Donald Trump ending TikTok so he could bring TikTok back and be like, I am the savior now. That's exactly what you did. You ruined it so you could fix it and take credit for doing it.
I mean,
Yes.
it's worked before, so
I mean, look, it got somebody elected to the highest office. So, you know,
it's gonna.
you're right. I'm wrong. What was I thinking?
Yeah. Well,
I don't
know.
know.
All right.
He's
Well,
up to
the
some-
audio's fixed now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Huh? You're
That's-
welcome.
That's some good anti-hero work.
Anytime.
I don't know where to go from here.
All right.
Okay.
I meant
We
a
should
lot.
just sum up what we talked about last time
Okay,
as
let's do a
efficiently
quick-
as
We'll do a quick
possible.
recap. I guess the movie part wasn't really important. I don't think we.
I watched
I mean,
Thunderbolts. That's what happened.
You watched
Did you
Thunderbolt.
watch Sinners yet? That was
I still
the
have
second
not.
assignment.
Okay. You still got to
But-
do that.
I did do something yesterday that I had never done before, and I watched Lilo and Stitch,
Like
the
the first one.
original one. I had never
Oh, we
seen
watched
it
that yesterday too.
Did you really?
Wow.
That's
Crazy.
crazy. Yeah, I literally watched it yesterday.
Why? Just
And
because?
Yeah, and we didn't communicate. at
No,
all
we did
about
not.
this.
What'd you
Yeah,
think? I
mean,
haven't seen
had-
it in like. Oh, I don't even know if I'd seen the whole thing before.
I had just never seen it. I
Uh.
didn't realize how little Stitch talked in the movie until like the very end when he's like, "All right, you got me. I can talk."
Yeah.
Yeah, he just said
Like-
some shit.
I always assumed like I was aware of the movie's existence. Obviously, it's a well-known character and all that, but I just assumed that he was talking like the whole movie. That's not the
No.
case. He's a dog for 90% of the
Mhm.
movie.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, look, as
My
far as
favorite-
Disney movies go,
It's
I didn't.
dark.
It is like it's literally about like two sisters that like grew up without parents because they assumed dead.
What happened to the parents? Did they ever like kind of touch on it? They're
I
just dead.
just Raptor Claws got him, dude. Come on,
Raptor claws.
Raptor Claws
bro.
got him. He spared the two youngins. The
That
younglings.
makes sense. Well, because they were probably good.
They're probably good. But yeah, like the mom and dad are just like gone out of the picture, assumed dead.
Mhm.
And like one sister's like hanging on by a thread. You could tell she's just like this close to breaking the
Yeah.
whole movie. Like I'm
At
gonna
least the
lose my
parents
shit.
left them what I would assume is a paid for house.
It looked really nice. This is a nice house, like right on the Hawaiian coast there and everything. But like the older sister's gonna snap at any point in this movie. And I thought at one point in the movie that she was just gonna take Lilo
Smother.
and like snap her spine in half and be
Yeah.
like, you can't keep doing the things that you're doing, kid. It's not
Yeah.
working out.
I love Lilo's energy though. Just like laying
Always.
down, like leave me alone to die.
Yeah, listening
Yeah,
to
that was a good
Elvis.
one.
Listening to Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah, like face down, wasn't it?
I connect with that.
That was
Yeah.
good shit.
That's why I go to therapy.
That's why I connected with that, and it's because of Lilo and Stitch. It's not anything else.
It's good though.
Yeah, I mean, for a movie that I'd never seen, I'm like, all right. I didn't realize that it was a 23-year-old movie also.
Yeah.
I thought it was like 2010, 11. Nope.
No. Pudge controls the
2002.
weather.
What's that?
Pudge controls the weather.
Yeah, Pudge. The fish.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought
Can't
it
feed
was...
him. You
thought
can't
it
feed
was
him
Triton
tuna. You know what tuna
Zeus
is,
or
right?
something. Tuna's a fish!
You'd be an abomination.
Yeah, I mean, I like how Lilo.
I think my
thought that
favorite
she
parts
was
of the
just
movie
like-
are like in the first 10 minutes.
yeah, where she thought she was making a fish be a cannibal.
Yeah.
That was pretty great.
And she beat up that other little girl. Bitter.
That other girl deserved it.
She did. She's mean.
Yeah, it's a little gang of Hawaiian first graders.
Lilo's got those hands.
Oh, dude, we should do a tournament bracket of like
A
really
new one?
innocent
We
like
haven't done one in a while.
Disney characters and have them fight to the death.
Let's do this right now. Just do it right now.
Okay, all right.
All
We
right.
found our.
Let's
path.
go.
Found our
Eight
way.
person tournament.
8-person tournament. All right.
Okay, so we got Lilo in there, number 1 seed, I think.
All right. Hang on. Let me write this down.
Jot this down.
All right.
Moo, we're gonna have you do some research for us.
Okay. Lilo is the number 1 seed.
Okay. So we got to think of some Disney
What-
characters.
Are we seeding Disney characters?
No, just to get the eight
All right.
eight people.
I'm looking up like Disney, and they've got to be like innocent, like never fighting kind of. Can't have Mulan in there. She's gonna slice everybody up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I think we do an age limit.
Wait, are we tier lit? Like,
Well, we gotta set the
confused.
matchups, and it's a mini tournament. 8 people.
Okay.
Oh.
8 people.
One
I got-
versus
I
8.
got- I got
2
eight.
versus
I got
7. 3, 6.
do they have like a bracket maker thing that we could like throw up really fast?
Probably.
eight.
I don't know. ChatGPT.
Three
Hey,
bracket-
for our background, hello, we need ChatGPT background first.
Yeah, we do.
Can you ask for a Disney-fied version of a UFC octagon?
Uh,
Disney version of a UFC Octagon.
UFC
Always
Octagon
gotta butter 'em up.
in the style.
Hey, buddy.
Hey,
buddy.
buddy.
Could
First,
you- what-
hold on before you do that.
Yeah.
Ask what Frolic Harder is.
Oh yeah, we
do
always wanted the changing opinion.
is
Chat
I don't think
GPT.
it changes. I think it has a pretty base opinion about us.
It changed a couple times. We need an updated
Uh,
opinion.
I always want to see what our AI overlords think of us and make
Yeah.
sure we're staying on the right
Because if
path.
we're, I want to appease them.
I'm using the fancy version, so give it a sec.
Okay.
Here we go. All right. Frolic Harder is the name of your laid back, freewheeling podcast.
See, that changed.
That did change.
Is 3 hosts record remotely in different states. True. Completely
True.
unscripted for the
Also
most part.
true.
Yeah. Conversational style. Chaotic meme inspired edits and jump cuts. We do, except that they don't meme as well as we'd hope. Humorous deep dives, oddball tangents, dog behavior. Oh, they just some of the stuff that I've kind of helped.
Mookie.
Talking about
My
Mookie
dog
eating a bunch
butter.
of peanut butter
really,
or butter.
It really has clung on to the dog butter.
It really
story.
likes your dog with the butter.
really like my
available
dog.
on YouTube, a smaller but dedicated audience of our 70 followers. Yeah, it even knows how many followers
Dude,
we have.
shout out to you guys.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's pretty much
The
it.
Frolic faithful out there, man.
In short, Frolic Harder is your DIY comedy deep dive podcast. Think late night banter meets mini variety show, all dressed up in rapid fire edits and meme references. We did do a variety game show at one point. That worked. That was kind of.
We've done many game shows.
We've
we
done
should do
many.
those
We've done a
again.
lot of game shows. We did one major edit of a game show.
That's a
which
lot
was
of.
cool.
I did a
lot of
Jeopardy
work.
one that never got published. I think.
I have that. Did we never actually make that go up?
No.
That's episode 45. Or
The lost
44.
episode has been found from the vaults of another episode that was recorded 2.5 years ago.
I think it would have made it episode 42 originally.
Let's plug that in there.
40, right? We stopped at 39. So
let's plug that in there.
Okay. We'll throw. I have it on Riverside still, so
Okay.
I can access it.
What
and
an
we can edit that
absolute
down.
what an absolute savior that's coming in as.
I hit record on that one.
Damn right you
All right.
did.
Speaking of that, how's the recording going? Okay, so what am I asking ChatGPT though?
Disney Octagon, UFC.
Yeah, UFC Octagon in the style of Disney.
UFC Octo.
Okay.
And then greener pastures. What is it? Grazing on greener pastures.
Graze on greener pastures. You're the cow here. Come on.
All right,
And a graze
keep
on greener
going, boys.
pastures to you,
I'll
Mal.
get that going, and I'll let you know how it turns out.
Fantastic. Okay, Mal.
Okay.
Let's get down to business here.
Okay.
Brass
Okay, we got
tacks.
Lilo as our number 1 seed.
Are we strictly keeping it Disney or can it be like Pixar also?
I think Pixar is allowed. Moo, do you want to be a final?
Pixar's that's part of Disney.
Is
All
it?
right, there you go.
Wait, no. Pixar's like no. Wait, who does their animation?
Well, there's Disney Studios, and then Pixar is owned by Disney, but it's separate.
But a lot of their animation stuff is done. Like,
Okay.
Who's Pixar? Like, what else is Pixar? Is it on
Okay.
Disney Plus? Can I watch Pixar
Yes.
stuff on Disney
Yes.
Plus?
Okay, so
Then it
okay.
qualifies. If it's on Disney Plus, so that also could include.
That
some
also
Hulu shit.
would include like The Simpsons. Then
I feel like that's valid. They're in the right age range
It would.
for like the last 30 years.
Well, I'll accept that. I'll accept
Okay.
that.
Oh no! How about only Pixar and Disney, but not Fox?
okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Done. Decided.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
I have my. I think we're gonna.
Did
each
you do a
pull-
quick list?
No, I think we should each do 4.
Okay.
Who
Like a
wants to
draft.
claim? Do you want to claim Lilo or do you want me?
I'll
to
claim Lilo.
Okay. All right. We've got Lilo as the 1 seed.
Okay.
I'm plugging in Vanellope von Schweetz as my 2 seed.
Ooh.
Oh, that chick is crazy. Wreck-It Ralph. I
Yes.
just been watching that recently.
Okay.
Good stuff.
We're going both all genders.
All
and-
genders.
What about
and whatever
what about age?
I
Or
feel
age
like
is fine.
young enough. We'll just
Young-
go.
okay.
We can
Most
make
like-
a judge if it's a
All right.
close call.
What about Boo? Boo's like fearless.
Who can be one? Okay.
Monsters Inc.
Here's my next choice. I'm going Sid from Toy Story.
Oh, okay. All right, coming in at the
Ooh.
3 seed.
Oh God, Sid would
Man,
wreck
he's
everybody.
demented.
He'd treat them all like his toys.
Right?
Who he's afraid of toys at the end. So he can be spooked.
That's
He's got a
true.
weakness.
Are we going from like basically how we know the character at the end because they've all had their like arc?
I guess that's
Right.
kind of what we have to do.
Because even like
I think
Lilo,
that's
like
fair.
she becomes a better kid towards the end. And like
well behaved.
Ohana means family.
Yes. All of that.
And
Okay.
family means no one left
Okay.
behind.
1, 2. Okay.
I'm looking. I want to see who
I think I've got my next.
my draft is.
I think I've got my next 2.
Okay. Give me a second here. I gotta come in with a power hitter at some point because we got Sid. I need a Sid counter is what I'm looking for. Somebody as you know who I'm taking?
Who you got?
What's the baby from Incredibles?
Oh, Jack.
Yep.
That's what
Great.
my kid wants to go by.
Great choice.
Taking Jack.
that's pretty baller.
Okay.
That's probably he's depending on how this battle royale goes, he probably just easily finishes it.
Yeah, if
If
we're
I-
allowing
Does-
all
well,
the superpowers, I mean, it's
Does
really
his
not.
siblings have to be a part of it? Like, can they be on separate levels?
It's whoever we pick.
Yeah.
Because Dash is like, I mean,
I'm
they kind of
going.
can't deal with Jack without both of them. Continue.
I'm going Riley from Inside Out for my next pick.
Okay.
She almost killed her friend playing hockey, and I admire that. And then she had a panic attack, and I admire that more. That's why we're in
Dude, those-
therapy.
Fought through adversity.
Those movies are too real.
All right, let me see. What's my next poll here?
Fuck, I need to make.
It's a horrible matchup, Jack and Riley, but it's fine.
We don't know how it's gonna pan out yet.
We don't.
The fight hasn't
Well,
happened. You got to fight.
Is
it.
Riley in like dream mode? Does she like have the power of the dream?
I guess so.
Right? They all kind of have to have their own superpower based off of their character.
That's fair. Okay.
Except for Boo. Boo's just Boo.
Kind of want a different kind of pick. I'm looking here. Okay, I need a judgment call here.
Okay.
Does Baymax count as a kid? Since
I don't know.
Or
I
is
always
he
thought he was
just
like
not-
a middle-aged man.
okay, even though he's created. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's fair. That's fair because he's not really alive. So I'll accept that and I'll.
You can
nix
go
that
hero
one.
though.
Yeah, I don't want hero. I don't think I want to. Well, I don't want to go down that path.
Is that like
Um,
Baymax or whatever? I never
Yeah,
watched
yeah, yeah.
that.
You should watch that. It's delightful.
Okay.
I'll
I
have to pull the
think.
trigger eventually. Where's my fucking coffee?
I don't know.
All right, I'm going a little off the rails here with this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Doug from Up, the dog.
Great.
I also
Okay.
haven't watched that. Wait, we can do animals? That I guess that works. Is
Right,
Doug,
still a
is he kind of like a sentient dog?
Yeah,
Yes,
he talks.
he can talk
He's got a
Oh,
talk box.
cool.
through the power. Yeah, he's got a talk box. All right, my last pick.
Ex-smoking dog.
I'm going solely off of vibes. This is my vibes pick. I'm going Max Goof.
Oh,
Ah.
dude, you're throwbacks.
That's a good
He's got
pick.
like the power of skateboarding and stuff,
He does.
right? Like,
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
he's like a little bro, basically.
Great dance moves.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
For my last pick. Okay, I need a judgment call here because I may pick an absolute stunner on this last one that could take it all.
Okay.
Does Grogu count?
Grogu. Oh,
I think so.
I think yeah, because he's part of Disney
I'm taking Grogu.
and he is
Old-
animated, right? Like,
I'll
or I
allow
guess sometimes Grogu wasn't animated, but
I'll allow it.
Grogu it is.
the leader has spoken.
Okay. So who's got the tournament bracket? I've got all the
Okay, I
names
got
written
it.
down.
So right
You
now we
it?
got Lilo v Grogu. This is a horrible 1A matchup.
Oh God.
Horrible 1A matchup. Okay, then we got Vanellope Von Schweet versus Max Goof.
Okay.
We got Sid versus Doug the Dog.
I like that matchup.
And we got Jack versus Riley.
Okay.
My team's got a lot of heart. Not a lot of power, a lot of heart.
What
Yeah.
the fuck is
I
this
mean, I've
shit?
got Doug on my team, so he was my vibes pick though.
I mean, and I can't condone Sid viciously killing a dog.
So are you forfeiting this fight?
No, he's gonna try to.
Because somebody
But
has to
I
fight
can't
Doug,
in my
or else
heart
Doug's
let him
gonna
win.
forfeit his way to the victory here.
You said this dog like beat lung cancer, right? Has its own voice box and stuff. That's pretty baller.
Oh, nobody said anything about cancer.
Cancer.
Well,
Doug
you said it
doesn't
has
have
a voice
cancer.
box. You know, is it a smoker?
Hey, go ahead and just
Dog Boy.
Woof,
All right.
woof.
I'm just gonna mark the 28-minute mark because we're gonna go ahead and clip that for a short. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so Doug versus Sid.
Is that where we're
So-
starting? You want to start right the 3-6?
I think so. I think we
Okay.
we leave the top seed for last until we move on.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So I guess
here's the real question. Here's the only thing we really have to answer. Is Doug enough of a sentient being that
Sentient?
Sid sentient? Yes, thank you. See, that's what you're there for. That
Yeah.
that Sid does not mind strapping some sort of explosive device to him and viciously murdering him.
Could you imagine just Doug from up, just blasted into like 4 different directions all at once?
Sid was bad to toys, but
That's what I'm saying. Because
he had
to him
a
they weren't
dog, and
living.
but he also had a dog, and his dog was an
Vicious.
asshole just like
Yes,
him.
That's true.
That doesn't mean that he abused him. That just means that he raised him like a douchebag.
Yes.
It's true.
So I don't think Sid is necessarily
He's not
vicious towards
beyond-
animals.
Okay.
He might be, but we don't. That's
We
not
don't know
canon,
his-
so
We
we
don't know his
know.
training technique.
Yeah,
I also don't know how much of a fighter Doug is.
I mean it's a dog. What kind
He
of dog
feels-
is he?
He's easily distracted.
Sid's dog.
We know he's easily distracted.
Yeah, because of the squirrels.
Because of the squirrels.
Squirrel. What dog
Because
is
of the
it?
squirrels. So,
So
but
he's
he's
not like
more
a
like
pit bull, right? Like he's not just
Yeah,
gonna
he's a
auto win.
big fluffy.
he's like a big
Loving
fluffy
dog.
oaf. Yeah.
Oh, he
So,
probably loses. Sid
if-
just like, oh yeah.
So if we're talking, they're squaring up in an octagon, right?
Yes.
What's going to happen here? Do you think that Doug is going to be so offended by Sid and everything Sid stands for? You know, dogs can just read energy.
Yeah.
Maybe he just is fueled by Sid's negative energy and just turns into like
Do you think, or
a
he's
psycho killer out of
Do
nowhere?
you think he just prances up to him, just real dumb
like
like,
belly up, wanted belly rubs?
yeah, and Sid just knifes him?
Just guts him right up the
I don't
middle.
know.
I don't know.
Or Doug does the same, rips Sid's throat out. I don't know.
Bites him right in the jugular and
Yeah,
tears his
this is
throat off.
tough.
This is a lot more difficult than I thought it would be.
Is anyone watching? We need votes. I need opinions.
I would
If
love an opinion
anybody's
on this
in
fight.
chat, please give us chat.
Please give us opinions.
As always, on tradition, I am not watching, so I don't know
Yeah.
what's
That
happening.
doesn't do that here.
Do we have a background yet?
We do. I just put it up. It
Someone
looks
show- someone show
so
me.
sexy. Oh, god damn it, Matt.
Someone just lift up
We-
your phone. I just
I don't see it yet.
It's gonna take a second because
Okay.
there's a delay. Our bit rate's doing okay.
so excited.
Oh wait, I
about
haven't
that.
transitioned it. There we go. Now give it a second.
Well, I guess that would do it.
Yeah,
Oh, there it is. All
it's
right.
pretty good, and there's a little cow on it too.
Aw, I love that.
Yeah,
Just
that
graze on
little
greener
cow.
pastures.
Look at that.
Also,
That looks
it
great.
has a Disney-esque. Like,
It does. I get the vibe.
Well, there's literally like Disney castles and shit in the background, but
Ooh,
Because
you
of-
just can't see it.
yeah,
Can't see
just
it.
because the octagon is
I love that.
more prevalent.
Thank you, overlords, for your
Good
Yeah.
job.
your blessings.
You're the best.
Always
ChatGPT.
delivering.
Always.
They
Okay.
really do.
Getting back to the subject here.
Okay.
I think that Sid probably wins this. What do you think?
I didn't want him to, but I think so.
I think he wins because I just don't think
Doug's too good natured.
he is. He's too pure.
Eight brackets. Fuck, this looks
He's too
difficult.
pure. Okay.
So Sid is moving on.
Sid is moving on. Doug has been killed in action.
Okay.
But how would Sid do it? Do you think Doug goes in for those belly rubs and he just?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. Doug dies because of his own stupidity and innocence.
Yeah.
That's
I
fair.
hope it's quick.
I hope it's quick.
I don't like this.
Doug doesn't deserve this.
I feel bad.
It's got so dark so
I
fast.
wish you wouldn't have put Doug in this position.
I didn't want him to be.
Blood is on your hands.
We should have put Doug
Blood is
against
on
Lilo.
your
What's wrong
hands.
with us? Doug and
was the
Lilo would have
first
been a better
matchup?
matchup.
So that was
This is-
the 3-6. That was Sid v Doug.
Sid and Doug.
What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to make an actual bracket.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's go to
All
the
right.
other middle matchup. Let's go our 4 seed Jack versus our 5 seed Riley.
Initial thoughts.
Initial thoughts: Jack instantly does the fire thing. And
Just
then
torches him.
Riley has a panic attack.
Yeah,
That's what I would do.
Jack could do whatever he
Lasers
wants.
coming out of his eyes, fire breathing. Yeah.
Well, and Riley didn't really get good all that great about like manipulating her like dream shit. I mean, her emotions kind of did all right towards the end, but her herself kind of floundered.
She was fine. I just
She's
liked her
fine.
because
Fine.
she
Got
checked
there in the end.
her own friend real hard and almost killed her.
That is true.
And hockey's cool, and I like hockey.
Yeah, hockey's
Hockey
good.
is
Riley's cool. I like Riley when she's angry,
Yeah.
and then I identify her
Riley.
when she has a panic attack. I like that too.
How do you spell Riley? Riley?
Yes, sir.
Sure. All right. I think Jack wins. Jack's gonna.
I think Jack. This is
I
just
think
a poor,
he's.
it's a poor matchup.
It's
if,
yeah.
if he
it's
wants,
just-
he fries her into like a roast chicken. Like
he's basically Superman in baby form.
la 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 lava chicken.
Okay.
Steam's lava chicken.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Minecraft
does
We're
movie?
in.
None of you.
Jack
fucking
is
guys.
taking out the underpowered Riley in this match.
Yeah. Okay, let's go down to 2-7. So we got Vanellope and Max Goof.
This is a good matchup. I feel.
I like this matchup.
This is a good matchup. All right,
Vanellope's
state your case for Max.
He's got the power of the X Games behind him.
Yeah, he can like skate around her.
He's got his skating. He's got
But
his
she
BMX
has-
skills.
She's got a race car.
She doesn't
Yeah,
have a race
she has
car.
a race car.
There's a race car.
He has goof luck though.
Could she
They-
like tag
That's
in
true.
Wreck-It Ralph as
Yeah.
like a?
He has goof luck, kind of like Domino in Deadpool.
He's just
Like
lucky.
she just always survives.
Yeah,
kinda
always in
how-
the right place.
That's kind of how the goofs are.
Do you think that is enough,
Hmm.
given the closed space of an octagon, to pull off a win?
I think so. I don't think it doesn't allow Vanellope to get up to top speed.
You don't think she can hit that car quick enough in the octagon to do any damage?
Is she glitching still?
She might be glitching, so that means she could dodge a lot of his
That's an
attacks.
advantage.
It is an advantage in this situation. So are we going end of game Vanellope or mid game still broken Vanellope?
I think. What was your call on that, Moo? Are they in their final form?
I think they're in their final form. Like this
Okay.
is like end of the movie. We have as much information on them.
Okay, so this is
as we
Vanellope the
possibly can.
princess.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she's
She is the princess at this point.
got her car.
She's got her
pretty-
car.
She's pretty
Pretty
badass.
badass. She's badass.
She's a fighter.
I mean, literally, Max just has his X game shit, and he's a goof. So
But
he
does that mean like can she bring her car into the octagon and he brings
Yeah. What's our call on that?
yeah, I think
It's
it's
just
like
whatever-
a special. It's like a special ability, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Like your
Yeah.
ultimate
Okay.
Okay.
So Max is
So, like,
coming in with all his
skater.
X Games, skater stuff.
I mean, he's pretty good at that, but I don't.
Does he have the full power of the Power Line concert behind him?
Oh
Mm,
no, because that
I
involves
feel like
other
that.
people.
Yeah, it introduces other characters into
Okay.
it.
That'd be like having Ralph on the sidelines and tagging him in to come and like wreck.
Right.
Okay.
So
Uh,
also we have to assume Vanellope is probably very tiny because she lives within a video game, right?
Very
yeah,
tiny.
but she's also is a video game, so she can resurrect.
She has multiple lives.
How many?
But
Do
you
we
can't
know
have an
how many
unlimited
lives?
amount of lives.
as many as you want, as long as you keep putting quarters in the machine.
So theoretically, if he just unplugs her game,
Yeah. Oh, that's
Ooh.
true.
because he knows the special cast now, so he can get it from
Oh,
a distance
fuck. She has
that is a
and
good
pull the
point.
plug.
She has a weakness,
It's the
dude.
perfect cast. Get
It
it
is
right.
the perfect cast.
Get it right.
Okay, so Vanellope probably loses just off that one kind of technicality.
You think he's gonna find a way to make some space in the octagon
I
it
think so.
doesn't
and
it
hit
doesn't
that
kill her,
45-second long cast without
Split
her
second.
breaking
Just
it
a
up?
split second.
he
That
literally
thing has so many
okay,
steps to the cast.
He's like
this
Steph
is
Curry with the cast.
no.
He just needs
Okay,
a
this is
finite
perfect.
amount of space.
He's a goof though, so he's skating around. He doesn't even know about
That's
the weakness, and
There we go.
he trips over the cord on
accidentally
accident
hooks it.
and
Accidentally.
It sounds
accidentally shuts her
accurate.
down, and that's how Max wins the fight.
I will take that.
I will accept that answer. All right.
All right, in our first upset of the
What was
evening,
Max?
he's
What
the
was Max
7th
at?
seed.
7th seed, and Vanellope was what?
He was the
3?
2 seed.
The 2
The
seed.
2 seed? Jack's the 1 seed?
Jack
the
Jack
4
is
seed.
actually the 4 seed.
Really? Okay.
Well, we started this with Lilo, so Lilo was automatically our 1 seed.
Yeah.
Oh,
top dog.
okay. Lilo. All right.
This
I'll
might
kind
be
of keep adding as we
this
go.
might be the greatest seeding upset ever when Grogu takes on Lilo.
Yeah, I don't.
Vanellope was what? The 2?
The
The
2.
2.
Jeez. What was Sid?
3.
Okay. And then Riley was 6?
5.
5.
5.
Doug
Gotcha.
was 6.
Jack
Yeah,
Jack
Grogu's
was-
winning.
yeah, Grogu's gonna win this, but
The only chance Lilo has is if Stitch somehow
Stitch is there,
it got
right?
in there. Yeah,
but then
he's indestructible, but
he's indestructible, which is quite a superpower to have.
it is.
Is he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is he? Oh, I haven't watched that either.
yeah.
Okay.
Having watched it for the first time yesterday, and Matt watched it yesterday, it's still fresh in the brain.
No, you're talking about Lilo. Okay.
Yeah,
But
Stitch
Gro-
is indestructible. He can't die. Like,
Yeah.
he got
I
thrown
didn't-
off of a plane, lit on fire,
Wait.
and shot towards the earth. Like,
Is it
Run over by
Lilo or
four
is it
semis.
Run
Stitch
over by
that's in this
semis.
fight?
Lilo's in this. We were just saying the
Lilo.
only way Lilo have
Lilo.
any chance is if Stitch
If
broke
Stitch
into the ring.
intervenes.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we can't have any because that would have been Wreck-It
cannot.
Ralph, and
we
although
cannot.
Ralph kind of suffers the same consequences as Vanellope.
He does.
Okay. Well, Grogu's gonna win. Like Grogu's
Yeah.
not technically a child. He's a child in like Yoda, like species,
Still
right?
a child.
look, they called him Baby Yoda forever. Like, let's just
He is baby. That's all I call him still.
yeah,
But they not in the show. They just call
Not
him
in
the
the show.
child.
correct. Or Grogu.
And he already has force powers and shit, right? Like he's
Yeah.
capable.
He unlocked them throughout the course of the show. But yes, he had it within him the whole time.
Yep.
So
So
what I
his
think
heart-
happens is like Lilo probably panics right off the bat because like if you remember in the movie, like she just goes from 0 to all the time.
Yes.
So I think she does like some primal war cry and just runs right at Grogu, and he just like force slams her against the wall, and that's it. Mid sprint
Probably.
straight at
Yeah.
him, just like grabs force smash,
Yeah.
boot ant. That's basically what happens.
Yeah. Sorry, Lilo.
I don't even think she gets a hit in.
She was great inspiration. I'm gonna give her a 1 punch.
Okay, we'll let her have 1 punch. But I think
punch
yeah,
her.
Lilo's cooked.
All right. Okay, so here's where we are. We got the 8 seed Grogu advancing to face our 3 seed Sid. We've got our 4 seed Jack Jack taking on the 7 seed Max. Goof.
This is really a battle between.
Which one would you like to tackle first?
Let's go Goof and Jack Jack.
Goof and okay. Okay. I don't even know how you defeat Jack Jack. I think he's indestructible.
I don't know if he's indestructible or not. That's never really covered in the movie whether he can or cannot be killed.
Have you seen the second one? Because I have not. So I don't
No.
know the extent of his.
Oh, screw that bracket maker. I saw the second one, but I couldn't tell you shit about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Has anyone
so
in the chat yet? Has anyone in the chat seen the second one?
No.
What do we know-
There's still no chatters.
what do we know
And
about?
if you're on YouTube, please leave a comment. Oh,
Yeah, we want different opinions because maybe we're looking at this through not enough eyes. You know, maybe someone else has another way of
Oh
thinking
yeah,
about this. But
some of our people need to have some opinion on this, I imagine. So
so
leave a comment.
with Jack Jack, I just don't see a situation where Max wins this, right?
No,
No,
There's
Jack
just
Jack would like literally
because
monster out
I don't
and
know his
just
weakness. So Goof can't even goof into it like he did on the last one.
no, he couldn't quit. Well, Jack
there's no
Jack
plug gun.
literally he can like
No
go into
plug.
the void world and just
That's what I'm
dance
saying. Like
around
I
him and
don't. He
not even
can't.
give a fuck.
I'm just looking at it over his powers and abilities right now.
Or
List them
you,
off.
you pulled him
He
up.
has a metal form, a smoke form, a water form, so you can't drown him.
The
He's
dude is earth,
self
wind, and fire.
combustion. He has a
He has that.
blob. He has a blob form,
What?
a
I don't remember
sparkler
that.
form. I don't even know what the fuck that is. His mimicry. He can mimic other people.
So he just
His monster form, size manipulation. All right,
So you can
he's
go Ant
basically
Man
just
versus Giant Man.
yeah,
wow.
telekinesis, teleportation. He has an enhanced bite.
Enhanced bite.
That is. Where did this list come from? Jesus fuck.
It's on a Disney wiki.
The
Yeah, you can
fact
look
that
it up.
he's that OP is kind of.
He's got a lot of power.
Yeah.
I
He has
mean,
all the power.
Jack Jack is everything. Like every superhero rolled into one baby, though.
Yes.
he is a
So
baby.
my question then becomes: does the baby in him have enough to cause him to lose at some point?
Yes.
So
I think that could be a play later on, but I don't think Goof has the
I don't
fucking
think
play.
Goof has it. I just don't think he has the ability to defeat Jack Jack.
Like Vanellope might have been able to beat Jack Jack because she could just pull off her like candy dress or whatever, right?
Maybe.
But like
See, it
she's
just
already out.
depends on the matchups here, but I'm not seeing a way that Max Goof can
No.
defeat Jack
No,
Jack.
I think Max Goof just gets insta wrecked.
Yeah, I think so too. All right,
Yep.
Jack Jack's moving on.
Our
Sorry,
first
Max.
our first finalist.
Jack Jack is in the championship.
Yeah.
Never would
All
have
right,
seen that coming.
now we got Grogu and Sid.
Grogu.
It's Grogu.
It's Grogu,
It's
right?
obviously Grogu.
It's
We knew where
obviously
this was
Grogu.
heading.
I think he after seeing the first round, I think Grogu tortures this child.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
considering
they
what
watched their
Sid did
movies.
to Doug,
Yeah.
and he watched Sid slice open Doug's
Yeah.
innards and watch them spill out,
Yeah.
they're still fighting on the pile of blood that was Doug at one point.
Yeah.
If you ever
Right.
watched like UFC, like that, the
They
match
just leave it
bloody
there.
the whole night.
They wipe
Yeah.
it a little, but
Yeah, I mean,
it's there.
it's there. And I
So-
think that when Grogu sees this, I think
It's
you're
gonna
right.
enrage him.
It's going to enrage him, and we're going. Oh, does this
You know what?
push Grogu to the dark side?
Oh, that's a great question.
Because anger.
Also-
Well, he
Also-
doesn't have to kill him. He could
How
just
how much of his power is he going to be using?
that's the
he's got the
thing.
power of the Force.
He
I
could
know
just
he
put
does,
him in
but
his place.
we've seen that he gets sleepykins if he uses too
Yeah.
much power.
Oh,
He is just a baby after all.
Would that affect?
So how
his
much? I don't think
don't
he
think
used
he-
much going through Lilo. I think he was gentle.
I don't
Yeah.
think he needs
Does he
much for
just-
Sid, right? It's like
he
he could
laid
just
Li-
literally spank Sid and he'd be fine.
He could, but
and
I
Sid
think
would lose.
how much vengeance does he want to inflict on this?
I don't think he's a vengeful dude because he is
But
a
we're
potential
in
Jedi.
this scenario.
In this, well, based off what we know, has he ever shown a vengeful side?
He's fought. He's a
I'm not
fighter.
saying he hasn't fought. Yeah, but any
But
Jedi will fight. but
vengeful is not in the Jedi characteristic, though. You can't be vengeful.
That's
You
true.
can't go out for revenge. You're
Yeah,
not supposed
so
to be
I don't-
angry. Supposed to be very monotone brain, level minded, like the whole.
You're not supposed to,
not supposed to feel feelings if you're a Jedi.
but we've seen it. Not
yeah,
once.
I mean, he could. We don't know which way he's gonna go, as far as I know. Like, I don't know how far the comics go with his character and stuff. So,
He was
Maybe
created
he
for the
does-
show. There was no comic.
oh, and then maybe he does go to the dark side eventually. Maybe he's like the first of the Yoda race to go to the dark side eventually.
Because look what happened with Anakin. Caught feelings for Padme, went to the
Yeah.
dark side, and
Yeah,
Obi-Wan warned him against this. He's like, "Can't do it. Shouldn't do that. It's not the way of the Jedi. We don't.
yeah, it's bad.
They
bad
don't have
teaching.
families. Yeah. So I don't know. Like Grogu's so attached to the Mandalorian though, but he hasn't pushed himself to the dark side because of that.
I don't know.
This is
I
great.
think I think Grogu wins.
Grogu wins.
I don't think he uses very much effort on
How's it
Sid
happen?
because
How does it happen though?
I
Pulls him
literally think
I think pulls him apart.
oh, you guys are
That
going
just like
really good. I
likes
was
the
gonna say he
full
like
board at the torso.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he force spanks him, which just catches Sid off guard, and he just runs away screaming like a little bitch he is.
I feel like Sid would. He is the kid that needs to be spanked.
Yeah.
And that's like exactly what would probably happen.
Okay, I'll
Because
buy
all he needs is a little bit of corporal punishment, and I think he would break.
that. Sid just needs a little bit of corporal punishment. That's all. Okay,
Yeah.
so
All right, let's get to it.
this is the monster of all matches.
This is what we all wanted.
This is what we all wanted. This
Grogu
is
and
Jack
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 Jack.
versus Grogu.
Two babies. Essentially, we've decided two babies are gonna fight.
Two babies. Yeah.
I mean,
this is where we are as a society right now.
Disney
We put two
decided
babies in an
this, man.
octagon.
They made these babies so strong.
They did.
We put them there though.
Yeah, just off the top, who do you have?
I honestly think this is debatable.
Okay.
This
I think,
is
yeah,
this is going to be a close match. I think.
I think
So-
Grogu has the. All right, go for it, Brennan. I think he can do it.
I think that either one could win. So I think we should each make the argument for each one and see where that takes us. So we've gone over all of Jack Jack's powers, right? He can turn into anything, do anything. Basically, he's got all these powers. But like
Yes.
the power of the Force is not to be underestimated here. He has, like Grogu has the power of mind control with the Force. Does Jack Jack have the power of mind control?
Yes. No.
He's got
He's
telekinesis.
telepathic, right? No, he's
Let me see.
I don't think he has
But-
mind control.
Mind control is a different superpower because if you've watched Star Wars movies, like Obi-Wan, says, these are not the droids you're looking for. Basically, plants the thought in their head and controls what they know and what they don't know. So it's mind control. So Jedis can do that.
Can Grogu do that already? By
I
the
have to
end of where we
I have to assume at the end he has the power of the Force, and that is part of the power of the Force is mind control. I have to assume. Because then we're
Okay.
going to get to the point of how far into a Jedi is he, and there's a lot of gray area that can be involved there.
Okay.
So does Grogu mind control Jack Jack into self-destructing?
That would be the only
Or just make him fall asleep,
He could make him fall asleep
right?
because he is a baby.
Maybe. Could like tire him out. I don't know. Does he get tired out? See, that's the thing is I think Grogu is he's more than just like a baby child thing. Like he probably's I don't know. Is he smart? Like does he think? Like you
Yeah.
said he fights, so he
Yeah, he's played Peacekeeper on the show. Like he's fought in the show.
So,
He's
in
even
that-
rode around in a mech before in the show.
he could probably manipulate Jack, and he's the only one that has the ability to potentially like counter Jack because like right he could use the Force to know where Jack is. Like he can just like like
Grogu
I
can
guess
essentially fight him with his eyes closed.
kinda. I mean, it depends on how much force Jack throws at him, right? If you're throwing like laser eyes and brute force all at the same time, no, because Jack tried doing that shit with his dad, and his dad just kind of put him in his place.
So it can be stopped.
Yeah, with another super.
Well, I mean, Grogu
Also-
has that power though.
And Grogu's
Grogu's
just like
not indestructible. Like
He's not indestructible.
no. That's why he has to beat Jack with smarts, not with brute force. Like I'm thinking, like, is there a way to like produce a cookie, like a force cookie?
A Force cookie.
if he can
Well,
produce a
Force
force
model.
cookie,
A
he'll
Force
win.
model.
Moo
Because
is
Jack-
correct.
Jack automatically will stop doing shit for a cookie.
That is correct. So if he can
Hmm.
produce a force cookie, then he's
I
winning.
don't know.
But
That's
then-
because
okay,
I don't
so-
think he can produce a force cookie. I don't think that's like a force trick.
When Jack goes elemental, how big is he at this point?
As big as he wants, he has
Yeah.
the ability to
The
ant
size manipulation.
Yeah.
So he can just attack until
He could
basically
essentially
they can. They're just going to
Pretty
attack each other until one of them falls asleep
I think.
from
But
exhaustion.
isn't Grogu more likely to do that? Because Jack's never shown any issues with energy. I mean, the kid is like pure energy. So I don't. I think maybe Grogu could defend long enough, but Grogu ends up falling asleep because he just wastes all his power,
Yeah.
strength.
do we
Neither
want
of them is getting destroyed. Just one of them is falling asleep before the other one in typical
And
baby
that-
fashion.
Yeah.
I think
I
that they go all 12 rounds. I think they go every round, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so
yeah.
I don't think this is going to be a third round knockout situation.
No.
I think they're fighting until the very end.
I think Jack's gonna win. Think about
I think at the end of it, there's 3 judges that score this, and I think they're all going to come up with the same number. And I think it's going to be a split decision.
oh yeah. Well, I got Jack.
I was leaning Jack.
I got Jack, and it's probably gonna be like a 10-9.
I think that you guys are right. I think Grogu falls asleep
I think
because
he falls asleep first.
every time we've seen him overextend himself in the show, he gets all tuckered out.
I know that feeling. My
It's a great fight.
Me up.
It's a great fight. But I think Jack wins
Just
on the
through
scorecard.
willpower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he just
Grogu-
stays awake longer.
Grogu just falls asleep.
He just
I'm
falls
all right
asleep.
with that. I think that's plausible.
He has an adorable little fall asleep. Just kind of tilts over.
So,
So
there we
cute.
have it. Jack
There it is.
is the winner.
Sick. All right.
So what'd you think of Lilo and Stitch the first time you saw it?
Back to the subject.
Yeah, where we left off.
Yeah, it was good, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The whole, like, I told you his sister's like hanging on by a thread, and I'm like, man, they really, like, those Disney movies can put people in, like, I guess a lot of people can connect with that.
That one
Yeah.
was real.
A lot of people connect with that, where they're just barely holding on, trying to keep everything together. And then the social services guy being in the CIA,
Mr. Bubbles?
Mr. Bubbles, yeah, I like that. I like how at the end, like when the aliens show up, they're just basically like, "Good to see you again."
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's basically from the Men in Black.
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I like that.
That was fun stuff. That was a good movie.
It was a good
Are you going to
movie.
see the live action one?
I don't know.
That's probably the only live action one I'll watch because it actually looked pretty good in the trailer.
That one does actually look pretty good.
I
It
think
looks
that'll
like
be
it
a-
follows it well.
I think it'll be a Disney Plus streaming thing for me when it comes out.
Are they releasing that in theaters? Never.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Nah. I'll
Are you,
watch that on
dude,
Disney.
it's Lilo and
Do you-
Stitch. They're going to make so much money on that.
Do you know what's playing
Of
in
course.
theaters for Father's Day out here
What?
at my
Okay.
fancy theater?
Top Gun?
Minecraft movie.
You goddamn right, it's Top Gun.
Top Gun. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah. Wait, the new
Father's
one or
Day, I was
the
like, Top
OG
The
Gun.
one, the OG one.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
that's good shit. Did you
So-
guys watch Minecraft movie?
No.
No.
You should. It's delicious. Although if you guys don't play Minecraft, it might not be.
I have
it like,
played it before, but for like a couple hours.
Where would
Oh,
you where would you put it on the Days of Thunder scale?
Days of Thunder? Well, it's not a Days of Thunder, but for a Jack Black movie, it's definitely a Jack Black movie, and I enjoyed him being Jack Black.
I understood what that meant.
Is it like the Pick of
and I
Destiny?
liked it.
Yes.
Does he
you know
do
what?
cock push-ups?
I'd say it's more like School of Rock, but with Minecraft.
How many can you do?
So he's kind of like helping these kids like along, like learn about them, say a little bit about themselves throughout.
So it's like School of Rock.
Does he build
That's what I'm
things
saying.
with
Yeah,
his dick?
I'd say it's kind of like a School of Rock, but like I love School of Rock because of nostalgia.
School of
and
Rock's a
shit.
great movie.
So it's not as good as School of Rock, but
Mm.
it's on par. It's very close.
Okay.
And I thought it's the dude that did Napoleon Dynamite, so the whole movie itself has like some really good humor in it. And then if you know the memes for Minecraft and whatnot, then that also works well. And I'm a giant child that plays Minecraft still, so
I don't know a lot about Minecraft. I know a little tiny bit.
well,
I mean,
this
like
is
a
how
little,
you
little
learn,
bit.
dude.
Watch the movie.
Yeah,
That's how I learned.
it'll teach you.
After
Actually
Sinners,
has-
though. Watch Sinners.
After Sinners, yeah, watch
After
Sinners
Sinners.
first,
Still
because then
didn't
you
see
and
it.
Matt can talk about it.
Yeah.
Minecraft movie is my kid's favorite movie, so I've watched it about 30 times now.
I think I'm going to end up seeing Dead Reckoning either tomorrow or the next day. Or
Oh,
Final
nice.
Reckoning, sorry. The Last
Cruise?
Mission Impossible.
Matt has to go watch that then.
I do.
Got to see that.
Not me. I
So-
don't go to movie theaters.
So before we ended our unrecorded episode last
Mhm.
time, I'd mentioned that I'd watched another movie, and that was Novocaine.
Yes.
So have you ever seen that?
I haven't seen it, but I've listened to like one of the pods I listened to did like their wrap up of it.
Okay, so what do you know about it?
Oh, I know the whole movie, and then I
Okay.
read the Wikipedia because when I want to see a movie and I'm interested, but I don't really want to go see it,
You'll just read the plot.
Wikipedia. Yeah.
Okay. So Jack Quaid, main character, dude can't feel pain. Like he could die, but he can't feel pain. So he doesn't have any like superpowers. It's just his
Like Crank.
not like Crank, because Crank is just like if you
It's like that episode of House where that girl can't feel
That
pain.
crazy girl that like
Yeah.
jumps off the second floor.
That's the one.
So the dude is
Yeah.
like, he works at a bank, right? And he's just a assistant manager, and he's got this crush on one of the bank tellers there. And bank gets robbed, and he's kind of a loner. Doesn't
I
have a lot
guess
of
that
friends.
plot twist, by the way, too, before anyone said
I mean,
It's
yeah,
a pretty standard trope nowadays.
yeah, bank robbery. So if you don't want spoilers about the movie,
it's coming up right now.
it's coming up right now.
Go away.
Pew,
Don't
pew,
go away.
pew, spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
Yeah, mute it.
So she gets taken as a hostage in the bank robbery, and he's like, "Well, I gotta go get her back." You know, they went on one date, and he connected with her, and he was at work that day, kind of on cloud nine, like, "Haha, the chick I likes me back," kind of thing. So bank robbers come in, rob the place, take her as a hostage, and the cops don't do anything but get shot up. So he takes a cop car, steals a cop car, and goes chasing after these guys himself. It's like 4 bank robbers,
Mhm.
and they've got like automatic weapons, and he's just got the power of will,
Power of
So-
love, you mean?
the power of love. So he's chasing them all around the city, yada yada yada. It's kind of pick them apart one by one. And one of like the most gruesome scenes in that movie was he's fighting a guy, and guy is much bigger than him. And they end up in a restaurant, like in a kitchen of a
Heard about
restaurant.
this.
And the guy pulls out a gun. They're fighting back and forth. The gun goes into the fryer, like hot oil, French fryer kind of thing. So the guy's coming at him basically with a big knife, and he's like, "Well, I can't feel pain." Grabs the gun out of the boiling hot oil, shoots the guy, and when he pulls his hand out, it's like, it's not 3rd-degree burns. It's zombified from like here to his fingertips. It is just like necrosis automatically. Gross. And he can't feel it. So he's just moving on throughout the movie, and he's got this one disgusting hand the whole time. Like, it's just
Nice.
like, think of Deadpool's face.
Yeah.
That's his hand. It looks
Mr.
disgusting.
Deed's foot.
Or Mr. Deed's foot. Yes. So he's just walking around the
Ugh,
movie with
gross.
this disgusting hand the whole time.
Haunts my
And
dreams.
he's trying to find his way to where this hideout is. Can't get any answers out of the first guy because they're fighting, and he shoots him. So I'm not going to go through every plot point, but he finds the next guy, right? Or he goes to find him, and it's in this house that, like, one of the guys booby trapped because he's like crazy like that.
Mhm.
So he walks in, trips it's like Home Alone style, but like
Okay.
just think if Home Alone and Saw came into one thing.
Sidebar: why hasn't this happened?
Home Alone Saw.
Enzo and I always joke like we'll watch a child's movie and just be like, we need to like, I forget what we call it, like it's a dark reimagining of this
I would love to see a series of that
It'd be
throughout
so
like different
good.
movies.
Yes.
Okay, so getting back to this though, it's like if Home Alone and Saw were combined into one movie.
Okay.
So he like walks in, this giant ball with like super long spikes on it slams into his back, and he's like, what was that? Like he could feel something hit him. He's
Yeah.
turning around, and he like looks into a mirror, and he's like, why? So he's like trying to pull it off. There's a big chain hanging onto it. Pulls it off his back, and it's just bleeding everywhere. And he's just like, who does this kind of thing? Like, because he can't feel anything. So he's fighting some more with this guy in this house, and he ends up killing him too, and ends up finding the girl in the end. And she was in on it the whole time. She was the main robber's sister the whole time. So bunch of fighting back and forth. He ends up killing the last guy with the sister. She ends up turning on her brother because she actually did catch feelings for Invincible Man over here that can't feel feelings.
Power of love.
Power of love in the end. And he's got like the whole time he has no friends, and his one friend that he always calls for help is his gaming buddy that he's never met before. Like
Guy in
they've
the chair.
strictly, what's that? Guy
in the chair.
It's the guy in the chair. It literally is the guy in the chair. So it is the dude that plays what's his name in Spider-Man?
Oh, Ned, right?
Ned, yeah,
The guy in the chair.
yeah, but every time he talks to him on the phone, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm like 6'4". I've got a man bun and a Harley," and he's always reluctant to meet up with Jack Wade's character because he's just lying about who he is, like his whole life. Basically, he's making himself sound way cooler than he is. So at the point where he calls him and he's like, "If I ever needed you, I need you now," was at the Home Alone house. And he's basically caught in a trap that has him by the foot hanging upside down. And he's like, "I need you to come get me or they're going to come kill me." So he's like, "Fine, I'll be there." He shows up. He's like 5 foot tall, takes his leather jacket off. Like he's got like a Harley leather jacket and his motorcycle helmet off. And it's Ned from Spider-Man. So the complete opposite of what he's described himself as. And they just look at each other after he cuts himself down. And he's expecting like Jack Quaid's character to be like, "You fucking liar. You're nothing like what you described. You don't have a man bun. You're not 6'4" and can attract all the ladies." So they just hug instead. And he's just like, "You're my best friend, man." And
You know what that is?
It's the power of love.
It's the power of love.
So he's like, basically like, "You still got your Harley outside, right?" And he's like, "Well," and then it just cuts to the outside and it's a moped.
Hell yeah.
So he gives him his moped, gets away on the moped to go save the girl, whole thing. Movie thoroughly enjoyable though. If you haven't watched it, even after listening to all this, because I've left out a lot of the nuance of the movie and just kind of summed up what it is. It's a really fun movie to watch. It's not going to win any awards or anything, but it is a thoroughly enjoying like 2-hour long movie where you could just sit there and enjoy the whole thing. Highly recommend.
Power of love.
It's the power of love.
If that song isn't playing under us right now, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
I can totally play that.
You should have done that on your own.
Just done that, yes. Come on.
Oh, I got Ace of Base playing right now. I'm jamming to that.
Got Ace. Did you see the sign?
That's exactly.
You didn't see the signs that you should have been playing Power of Love.
Right.
Oh wait, I want Huey Lewis and then you. Oh yeah, there you. Power of Love.
Okay. Funny little sidebar here since he said Huey Lewis in the news. I saw them one time live.
Really?
The one time I saw them, they were doing the Star Spangled Banner before the Packers and 49ers playoff game in like 2011 or 12 when I went to the game in San Francisco. You know how they always do like the Star Spangled Banner before the game? Yeah, they're like, "Welcome Huey Lewis in the news for Star Spangled Banner." And I'm like, no way. So they came out there and did it.
So
did
good.
the thing.
Did
That was when 2 Chainz was the 49ers hype guy. That was literally his job before 2 Chainz made it. Dude, so like every like TV timeout in the game, 2 Chainz would like come out onto the field and do some song or something.
2 Chainz?
He was that 2 Chainz was the 49ers like hype man.
Atlanta, Georgia's 2 Chainz.
Atlanta, Georgia's 2 Chainz was literally the 49ers hype man at this point. That was like right before he made it big.
Hey.
You got to start somewhere, right?
That's right.
And that's quite a place to start. Like you're on a pretty big stage there in front of a stadium full of people.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Good job, Titty Boy. That's a great name. Why did he change his name?
I don't know. So
I get why he changed it, but like that's great.
2 Chainz though.
Titty Boy.
What a start. So, are you coming out to Green Bay? You gonna come out and see this?
I got weddings to be at right before then.
Are you coming to Vegas?
Still 50-50.
It's good odds.
I'm trying.
Good odds.
That's Vegas odds right for you.
Exactly.
It's and the only reason it's 50-50 is because I have a big trip coming up in September for like over 2 weeks.
See?
Yeah. Hey man,
got a budget, man.
Matt will be out here.
You got a budget.
I know.
I'm buy our cameras.
I know. I really need to. But yeah, I'm doing a road trip in September. It's going to take up quite a bit of time. I don't know if we talked about that on here.
Is that the one for the wedding?
Yeah,
You decided to road trip?
yeah, we're going to do that.
Delightful.
So
It's a great
I can
call.
talk about where we're going to stop and see if there's anything noteworthy here. So we're going to leave on I think it's in September on the 12th. It's a Friday.
Okay.
And we're going straight from San Diego, the whale's vagina, and we are going to straight to however far we can drive in between here and Denver.
Okay. Denver.
Wherever we stop is going to be our stopping point.
Just go to Denver.
And then we're going to go to Denver the next day. So we're going to try and make it as far as we can. So first stop is Denver. While we're in Denver, though, we have one thing that we are absolutely doing, and we're going to Casa Bonita. If you've ever heard of that.
The South Park.
The South Park restaurant.
Yeah.
So
they're like wings, right? No, it's like a Hooters.
It's a Mexican restaurant.
Is it
but
really?
It's like the Disneyland of Mexican restaurants. There's like cliff divers inside. There's a river running through the restaurant. There's like a ton of stuff to do inside there. It's crazy.
Sounds fun.
So South Park did an episode on it, and then the guys from South Park bought the restaurant and have South Parked it up, which is going to be really fun. So going to spend a few days in Denver. I looked up, I wanted to go to Red Rocks Amphitheater.
Mm-hmm.
The day before we get to Denver, Coheed and Cambria and Taking Back Sunday play.
That would have been great.
We're going to miss it by one day. And I was like, you know what? That really sucks. So Coheed's great. Taking Back Sunday. Matt, you and I have seen before.
I've seen both. Both great.
I've never seen Coheed and Cambria.
I saw them at a small club in Bakersfield.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And I've heard they're great.
They're great.
So we're going to miss Coheed and Taking Back Sunday at Red Rocks by one day. And that would have been super cool, but not in the cards. So from there, the plan is to go to the great state of Nebraska with a stop in Omaha.
Delightful.
And I have never been to Omaha before.
I will talk to my cousin for you. And I'll see.
I mean, I got to assume there's at least 2.5 things to do in Omaha, right?
There's got to be stuff.
At least one thing.
There's got to be stuff.
I'm not looking forward to the drive in between. I've heard going from Denver to Omaha is the worst drive in America.
Okay.
So I'm not looking forward to that part. So it's going to suck.
And if you're stopping before Denver, I think you can do the 15.5-hour drive in a day. But if you want to stop
from San Diego to Denver,
it is. If you want to stop, might I suggest Beaver, Utah, because it sounds cool. And it looks like it's in a national forest.
Careful of those beavers; they're fucking huge.
I'm gonna do it.
You should do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Good.
I'm not joking.
He's committed.
I'm gonna do it.
Good.
Can you take a picture of a beaver?
He's committed to the bit.
I will send a picture to you guys while I'm staying there because that's.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Sick.
I'm not
this
joking.
Is commitment. This is
I'm
commitment.
not joking. I'm doing it.
If there's like a dam, you need to visit the dam.
Yeah, Beaver Dam.
The goddamn.
The goddamn dam.
Let me click on Beaver and see what we got here.
Yeah, I want to know what's in Beaver.
Okay. Beaver is a city in and county seat of Beaver County in southwestern Utah.
Utah.
The population as of 2020 was 3,592.
It's a small town.
Shit.
Let me pull up the full wiki. Their welcome sign says "Taste the #1 water in America."
Could you imagine if it just said "Taste
So
the Beaver"?
I'm going to need you to bring. You're going to have to try some of the tap water.
Okay.
And then if you could also bottle some up for us.
And FedEx it out to you.
Yeah, maybe FedEx. Maybe we do a tasting.
Will you drink river water from Beaver?
Well, it's tap water.
Tap water.
The #1 tap.
I will take it out. I'll take it out.
I will drink the tap water.
Okay.
We'll do a flight comparison.
I'll compare little vials of water from everywhere that I'm stopping.
to the Texas tap. You got San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
And Moo's got Vegas water.
Oh, you don't want Vegas water.
Oh, you don't want.
You don't. I do not like the Vegas water.
You've
Not good.
drank it? I've never drank it. You should not drink our water.
I don't know. I just tried it. I
Do
didn't
not
like it.
drink unless like, well, if
I
it's
go
at
bottled.
if it's at Lindsay's dad's house, he might have it filtered. So because
Okay.
he's big ballin',
He is.
it might
I
be
drank it
filtered.
from the
So
fridge filter. I still didn't like it that much.
you're probably okay. It's groundwater and it's not good for you.
Okay.
Good enough to shower in. That's about it.
Yeah, but I don't open my mouth in the shower.
Just keeps his mouth shut in the shower.
Yeah, like gargling or none of that shit. No, it's fine to gargle with, but you don't want to drink it and you don't want to feed it to your pets.
Are you a shower gargler, Matt?
I'm not.
I'm not either.
I'm not.
I might. Depends on if like.
I got some good info for you though.
Okay.
There we go.
So Beaver was the first town in Utah to be electrified.
Oh.
With a name like Beaver, I bet you they have good water.
In 2006, Beaver won a contest for best tasting rural water in the United States.
Yeah,
Wow.
they got to, right?
In 2010, Beaver took top honors in the world for best tasting water.
Wow.
Nice.
So I'm going to be drinking a lot of water in Beaver, is what you're saying.
Can you ship us some?
Yeah, you just need to.
I just need to get like one of those travel
Why doesn't
bottles.
Arrowhead go steal Beaver water instead of California water? Doesn't seem like Beaver needs it as much.
You know what I'll do? I'll like buy a bottle of like Aquafina or something, just pour it out and fill that up.
Make it taste better by
filling it up
with Beaver water.
Filling it up with tap water.
Just market Beaver.
Beaver.
You know what would be fun for you to do?
What?
So collect some water for us. Collect a separate one. And if you become friendly with anyone else on the way through your travels, pour them a little shot glass. Just tell them this is the best tasting water in the world.
So you just want me to be the water boy, is what you're saying?
At this point, yes.
Water is from a glacier.
I don't know.
I mean, it might be from some sort of glacier. I don't know.
From a glacier in Alaska.
What is it? The Colorado River that goes through Beaver, or
I will find out. Butch Cassidy, notable, born in Beaver.
Oh.
Of the Sundance Kid fame.
What is these weird ass small towns?
Everybody's got to be born somewhere, man.
Well, yeah.
It says, although contrary to popular belief, it is not locally referred to as Beaver Dam.
So they do have a dam.
I'm just reading it.
Okay.
I just got this goddamn.
Let's see. This is all good. I think you're set. Let's keep track. Let's keep planning your travels.
How deep into Utah is that? Can I do a day trip there?
You might be able to actually.
I would assume so.
I can get to a lot of places in Utah in like a few hours.
Yeah, it's probably.
Let's see.
5-hour drive is what I'm gonna guess without looking.
I might have to make a trip to Beaver now. I'm not really the trip type of person, but if I can do it in a day, I'm down.
Let's see. So we're gonna go from Henderson.
Doxed.
To Beaver.
Just doxing the fuck out of me.
Everybody knows where we all live at this point.
I know, we say it all the time.
We say it all the time.
I try to say Vegas. It's a much greater valley out here.
3 hours, 20 minutes.
You're like
3 hours, 20
biggest
minutes.
city in Nevada. You're fine.
Yeah.
3 hours and 20 minutes. That's it.
3 hours, 20 minutes.
Yeah, most of Utah is really close to me. So.
All right, I'll meet you in Beaver. We'll go drink some water.
I'd be down.
Let's do it.
Let me know what was the dates? September?
Yeah.
Let me know what day you plan on being in Beaver, and if I have that time to do it, I will do it.
I'm just gonna go drink some water with me. We'll do a flight.
Live pod from Beaver.
Yo, what if they do? That'd be sick if they have like a little water tasting area.
I would love if they had received
September 14th or so.
I want to find a list.
I can probably almost definitely do it. I might have to bring the family, but
Yes.
We got to find a list of the top 10 waters.
And then figure out a way to source them. All right, you want ChatGPT?
Just whatever you got to do, and then Brennan's
gonna great.
Brennan's gonna keep telling us about his journey.
Okay.
So you're gonna go Beaver to Denver, Denver to Omaha. What's you finishing up the drive from there?
I'm going to Minneapolis from there.
Okay.
So up through the entire state of Iowa, which is gonna be just lovely, I'm sure. Up to Minneapolis, I'm gonna be there for probably a weekish or 5 days.
Okay.
From Minneapolis to South Dakota, gonna stop at Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Mount Rushmore down to Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City to Vegas, Vegas home.
There you go.
Delightful.
Oh, you'll be here.
I will be there.
So,
Then
do
you guys can
anything
drink
when
some
you're
Vegas
here?
water.
Oh, it's pretty much a layover day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
was
stop
like,
there
you're gonna see
basically.
a show because there's always shows going on.
Yeah, I think we're just going down from Salt Lake City, gonna hit Vegas, crash for the night, make the rest of the way home.
Oh yeah.
After that,
That sounds nice. That sounds like a great trip.
it does. I'm not excited for a lot of the drive.
I'm excited
Mainly
for you
that-
to get to Beaver.
I'm excited for Beaver now.
Yeah.
I was not aware of how
I don't know if
delicious
there's
their water is.
I don't know if there's any way for you to stay in Beaver. I'll check that right now for you.
That is where I'm staying. I'm gonna crash there because
So
we
you're just
needed a
gonna
spot
find-
between. Yeah, we needed a spot between here and Denver. I'm not gonna drive to Denver in a day. I just can't do 15 hours, man. Can't
Why
do
not?
that,
Why can't you?
bro. Too old for that. Not
Okay.
sitting in a car for 15 hours. Not doing
Okay.
it.
That's fine.
Yeah, like, too old for that. In my
fine.
youth,
It's fine. It's
in my
okay.
youth, give me a couple Red Bulls. I'm hitting the road,
It's okay.
and I'm not stopping until I can anymore.
It's okay.
All right.
It's fine.
I'm
We're
getting
just not all built like
cities.
that.
We're not built like that.
I'm
Do you
getting
think you can do it?
cities.
Can you drive 15 hours in a day?
Yes.
Yeah, I've like done it like within the
What's
last
wrong with you?
4 years. Yeah.
In the last year, we drove 26 hours in a day
Oh, you took a nice drive.
How did
That's
you
a
drive
wonder-
26 hours in a 24-hour
wonderful-
day?
from Washington to Vegas. From
You didn't answer the
like,
question.
How?
Time travel. Time
I
travel.
got very fucking tired. Well, I got very, very tired. That last couple hours was pretty. Not in a day, you know what I mean. In the whole time I was awake, we drove for
Yeah, I was
26
sitting
hours.
there like,
You know what I mean. You can
We
do
did.
15. It's very doable.
Yeah, 15's
Especially
Not
if you switch drivers and stuff. Like I
Oh,
took
yeah.
like
I'm going with the wife. So she's coming, and our tiny corgi is coming. Oh, I didn't tell you
make the
guys what
corgi
happened.
drive.
Yeah, make the corgi drive.
What
I
did
didn't
the
tell you
corgi
what
do
happened
now?
to him.
what happened?
So yesterday, right? He's licking the bottom of his paw. Just won't
Yeah.
stop. And it started like the night before or something like that, where he's just licking his paw. And I'm like, yeah, maybe he's got something in it. There's a bunch of foxtails around this time of year because weeds are growing everywhere. I'm looking into his paw. I don't see anything. And like the very, very top of it, like where the webbing of your hand would be, I see this
Mhm.
little black dot. And it's like red and swollen and shit. I'm like, what's going on, dude?
That-
So I'm looking in there. It looks like maybe he's got a splinter in there I can't get. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to take you to like the doggy urgent care. They're going to like pull it out of there, whatever. right?
Yeah.
So get to the urgent care, and I'm like, I think my dog has a splinter in his paw. Like he's licking it a bunch. It's red. Doctor's looking at it like, all right, take a look at it. They try squeezing it out, just bleeds everywhere. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
poor dog. And like he wasn't limping or anything. So the vet goes, all right, so here's what we got to do. We got to put him under anesthesia. And I've got to like cut his paw open and get whatever's in there out.
Okay.
And I'm like, this is sounding expensive. Cool.
yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, we got to do what we got to do. Signed all the paperwork and all that. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go eat lunch, come back. Comes out of anesthesia, and the vet comes out into the lobby with like a tray. And I'm like, what's on the tray?
What?
There were probably 100 foxtails on the tray that they pulled off of him that you couldn't see. And she's got
Jeez.
one on one side and two on another, and then a big pile up at the top.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, the one that was covered in blood, she's like, that was impaled through the webbing on his paw.
Oh.
It literally impaled him, and he wasn't even like limping. So I didn't know it was that bad. So he had like a puncture impalement through his paw. And then I saw two others that were set aside that were like bloodied up. And she's like, he had those punctured into his armpit. Two of them.
Jeez.
And I like, he wasn't showing any like signs of being in pain or anything. So I didn't know.
What the hell is even frolicking in?
Dude, foxtails apparently. And then they were like, we picked like 100 more off of his body, like in various spots under his fur. And corgis have like super dense fur,
Uh-huh.
and the foxtails are like almost the same color as his fur, so it's really really hard to see. They're like, well, he was in under anesthesia. She's like, I got my vet tech, so we all like separated parts of your dog's body, and we're going through it like super fine tooth comb, and yeah, he was like completely littered in these things, and I'm like, I feel so bad for him. So now he's wandering around the house like a big cone on his head, and he's got his paws all bloodied up from where they pulled the thing off of, and
Yeah, not your dog, but I'm seeing X-ray of another dog, and they show like all the foxtails just in its like leg, just all the
Dude,
way up.
Yeah, you need
Dude,
to like
it's
get
like
a jacket for him.
That's
and some
gnarly.
booties. Or
yeah,
something.
I didn't realize that they get that bad and that he was covered in them because you can't see
Yeah.
them.
If you look it up, it literally is like, is this good for dogs? And it's literally like, no, it'll fuck them up.
Yeah. Last
You need-
year when we had just
it-
got him,
Is it on your walk, or did you guys take him for a hike or something?
just we took him to the mall one day. We ate lunch at a ramen place, and we walked him around and just picked him up, man.
We're in the mall, crazy.
Not at the mall. I don't think he got him at the mall,
Oh,
but
Yeah,
I know
got him in
there's
a
a
ramen shop.
I know there's some in our backyard that we always like pull out, but I'm like not crazy,
Yeah,
right?
they can
Yeah,
get blown
keep-
in, and
Yeah, they get blown in, and yeah, it's just the dogs are playing in the backyard. We've got 3 of them. They're always rolling around.
yeah.
But yeah, man. So he's walking around the house with a giant cone on his head, and he's really pissed off about it. He's swinging it everywhere.
Makes sense. I'd
and,
be pissed too.
good for him.
He could
I mean-
fight back.
Hope he shits
Yeah.
on carpet.
He got all felt up too
Thanks.
and was under anesthesia.
Yeah. So that was like $700 later that I didn't see coming.
Yeah, dude.
He thanks you.
Those,
for it.
those
He does.
yeah,
But-
those vet trips, man, they're rough.
Hey, man, got to take care of your pets.
That's right.
Of course.
And we have pet
Uh,
insurance, so we'll get reimbursed for some.
Got 2 new kittens and I've already spent like $1,000 on them
Yeah.
getting all their
You got 2
shit
new
done.
kittens?
Yeah, we got them a few weeks ago. Or
What'd
like
you
a
name
month ago. Well, one was Candy Cane Jack and was going by Jack.
But not Jack, because someone claimed Jack in the house.
Somebody's now claimed Jack, so we're going, but we gotta go just by Candy Cane, which Candy Cane was the first name that my kid gave to it. So
Is
like
it red
that.
and white?
no
like a candy cane?
It was playing with the
black.
Candy Cane toy when we got him, so my kid associated the toy with the cat. So,
I like that name. That's a good name.
Yeah, Candy Cane Jack, and then Toby.
I like that name.
Toby's a good cat name.
That's a solid fucking cat name.
yeah.
Toby, yeah, right. So Toby came as Toby, like that was his name when we got him. Candy Cane Jack's name was fucking Tractor.
Okay, not
It-
a great.
Yeah, it wasn't like maybe Tank would have been a little better, especially because he's tiny. So
Tank's
like
nice.
Tank would have been all right, but
I like
yeah,
Candy
Tractor.
Cane though.
Yeah, Candy Cane is good to go, but they're fucking awesome, and they're not as kitteny as they were, so they're
No,
starting
I
to
don't
be
really have any
cats.
good. I don't have any Mookie stories this week.
Do you, Matt? Do you remember the black cat, Marvin?
Mickey T,
we had?
bro. Oh no,
Yeah, I
Yeah, he's
remember
still
Vicky T, too.
he's still here.
Good.
There you go.
He's
I was gonna-
still live and kicking. He's like
can
14
outlive
years old now.
All of us.
Jesus, that's how
Oh,
cats are, man. They live the good life and they live forever.
Yeah, he's black and fluffy and still pissed off as ever. So
Good job,
I was
Marvin.
gonna say, Candy Cane is a little black void and is kind of like Vicky T, but not nearly as assholey.
Vicky T was an asshole.
Vicky T used to attack my face at night, and it sucked.
that's rude. Would literally just
Rude that
attack your face. While
Rude that I got
sleeping.
stuck taking care of that thing for like 2 months.
Thanks, buddy.
I wasn't I thought that was Mel's cat though.
That was my cat.
Was it yours? I thought.
Yeah. Mel took care of the cat for me first. And
Did
I
you
think
have a
I was taking
cat
care-
that you were just like passing from friend to friend
no,
to take care of?
we
Vicky T was cool.
found-
It was just attacked the shit
she
out of me.
followed
at
me
night.
home when she was a kitten. So I took her to Mel's. I didn't know what to do with her.
You're like, I have a cat now, but no.
So Mel made her healthy. And
Fed her
then when
cat
I
food.
moved to my own place, I took Vicky T.
Yeah.
And then when I didn't have a place anymore, Mel gave Vicky T to her aunt, and I would get photo updates. Vicky T was living that good life.
Yeah. And
Did
Her aunt was,
Name
her
the
aunt was
cat
dressing her
Vicky
up
T
in
after
little
Cobra Starship?
costumes and
sometime in
Is
between
that after
there, I
the
got
girl in Cobra Starship?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the guitar player. Yeah,
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's what I did.
yeah.
That's
That's
Vicky
great.
T.
I got to take care of Vicky T for like 2 months, and it wasn't
You know,
horrible.
it's the worst 2 months of my life.
No, it wasn't that bad, but it definitely I lost a lot of sleep. But
Yeah.
my room was pretty small. The cat had to be kenneled a lot because it was fucking wild. I still have a guitar case that has
Vicky
the
T was
scratch
crazy.
marks from Vicky
Yeah.
T. Yeah,
One time,
good times.
she roamed our apartment with my roommate's dog Candy. But one time we got home, we see the creatures, check in with the creatures, and then we go to get dinner going. So one of us, like, I think it was me, I kicked the oven on to preheat it, and we just start hearing meowing. We're like, what the fuck?
Was the cat in the oven?
Cat got in the oven.
You were cooking the cat?
Yes.
Crazy.
In the fucking like,
you literally
second, like we had probably popped it open.
And just
how hot did the
Dark
oven get?
I have to do that with the bathroom right
like
now.
we had like just turned it on. Luckily.
Okay.
Yeah. We were
That
just
could've
like,
been bad.
what the
You're like, hey, welcome to Hitler's House of Barbecue. We're serving cat today.
Mm-mm.
That ain't right, man.
no bueno.
Luckily you guys found that.
Yeah, you almost
pretty
cooked
bad.
your cat alive.
My biggest trouble is trying to keep the little dicks out of the bathroom right now. Luckily, I don't have to worry about the oven right now.
All this creature talk. Have you checked in with your wife, Mount, to see how your genetically engineered raptor claw thumb is coming along?
Oh yeah, claw thumb.
My backwards claw thumb.
Yeah,
Yes.
did she like change her?
And we get
like,
yeah.
fuck
Has she
you to,
changed her
like,
stance on
Is she gonna
trying to
help
figure
us
this
with
out for
this?
you?
She's downstairs.
Does
She's
she want
texting
us? Does she want a superior husband
Yeah, does she want? Come on.
with the power of backwards raptor claw?
The power
I
of
mean,
back.
think of what you can scratch with that while you're doing like.
Like I could just look all those hard to reach like places on your back when you just can't reach it. You're like, I can't get there.
Back
Backwards
scratcher,
raptor clum.
easy
Raptor claw.
reach around.
It's a clum. It's a clum.
It is a clum.
It's a clum.
Check in.
All right. Hang on a second.
All right.
I mean, I like the merch. We need the raptor claw, but we definitely need to add the arm patch that says like Frolic Harder on it.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's like definitely.
It
We're
said
gonna sell
Frolic
at
Harder
least.
on the claw, though.
Did it? I didn't see that.
See, you,
Okay,
you guys aren't paying attention to details.
I didn't
I
look
pay
close
attention
enough.
to details.
I want it, but we need it like.
And
That's a lot of monies.
Is it okay? Well, then we'll just do the one because we're gonna at least sell 3 of these for sure.
At least. A minimum of 3. And probably one for my kid.
Minimum.
Yeah.
I'll get one for my kid too. So we'll sell 4.
We'll sell
5.
4. 5.
I want it.
The wives might want them too.
You should get one for Rocket.
Yo,
Can we do a little doggy one?
We can do a doggy one. I don't know why.
It's probably just the kid size one, right?
Yeah.
Have
They
to
might
be
even
like
have
a-
doggy ones.
True. We gotta.
Have to be like a little tiny one.
Yeah. Little thing.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. This is how sad he looks
Oh, look at that.
Aw,
He needs a shirt.
with his giant cone on his head.
he does need a shirt.
Oh.
Or just a raptor claw.
Do we have an answer?
As his Dugon or whatever. Do we get another fuck you?
This is what she sent me. Can't read it. It says, "Please shut
Please
up."
shut up.
Yep.
Well,
So she's.
All right, we check in. We check in again next
Sounds
week.
like a solid maybe from my standpoint
Hey,
here.
we're just gonna keep whittling her down. We'll get there eventually.
Just got to chip away.
We
Do
got
you know-
nothing but patience.
Do you know why she won't do this?
I know why she won't do this.
She runs faster, jumps higher, frolics harder. Say bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everybody. Please follow, subscribe,
He's doing the thing. He's doing the thing.
He's doing the thing.
leave comments. All right, we're out.